Just a quick note, I'm not recording with a face cam because YouTube keeps turning off my comments when I have a face cam for some reason. Also, the audio quality is better and I can put actual background, so maybe I'll just keep it like this. Something you'll probably hear from a lot of reviews is that the game is too short. The main story, if you just plow through, is 6 hours. The original game story was like 15 hours at the fastest. But the good news is that there's no filler. Everything in the story is consistently good. Sometimes it feels even rushed. The story starts off with both Spider-Man chasing down the Rhino through a mall, destroying everything and being a menace as per usual.
He's a weak-minded. Oh!
Hey, Jonah, looking good. Very festive.
Menace! A feckless, treacherous,
Unhinged menace.
And then the regular Spider-Man leaves town and all the characters are introduced. Immediately after that, the main villain is shown and their identity is immediately revealed. All the characters in this game outside of Miles are rushed. Spoiler warning, the villain is Miles' best friend, which is perfect for a Spider-Man game. And she's a pretty good villain that sacrifices herself. The smaller characters like Teo and Haley are probably the best characters in the game. I don't know how or why Insomniac, the company who made the game, made the smaller characters and stories more interesting than the main story and the primary characters. The new abilities make the combat much better than the first. Throughout the game, you'll use your Venom abilities, which are really just electric attacks, which makes fights way too easy. So the game puts enemies that block your electric attacks or cancel your electric attacks. And there are a lot of them. The game throws at you up to 20 enemies at a time. The other ability is camouflage, which once again, there are enemies which cancel this ability out. This ability didn't feel necessary, it just felt like something that saves you over and over and over again without punishment and made the game way too easy. In this game, they introduced the Spider-Man app, which shows very small side missions to complete. Outside of that, there are audio clips, scavenger hunt cards, Roxxon labs, underground hideouts, underground caches, and Spider-Man trainings. Despite all that, I'm already done all. They're all super short and not long. The characters, despite being well developed and being good characters, there still should be more. It's not enough for a $70 game, 70 Canadian dollars at least. You're paying too much for this 10-hour game. Overall, the story is short but sweet with no filler. The combat refined a bit than the first game. Side missions, though boring at times, were a nice change from the first game. The game is not as good as the original due to issues with longevity, but it is much better than the first in many ways. The original was like an 8.5 to 9 out of 10, while this game is like an 8 to 8.5 out of 10. Short, but sweet. The music in this game is an absolute bop. I mean, you've listened to it throughout the entire video. It sounds great. J. Jonah Jameson, he's just as hilarious and as great as in the first game. And the new podcast Anacart is a nice addition, so that we finally have not J. Jonah Jameson, even though he's still amazing. Always remember, Spider-Man can do whatever a spider can.
Like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Wealth and fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang. Wherever there's a hang, you'll find a Spider-Man.